talk a little bit about Miami's defense and what you've seen out of them. They seem to be on the rise here the past couple of weeks.
I bring a lot of blitz, obviously. So we just got to be on point with our rules and who we're supposed to block and all that good stuff.
Do you see anything in particular any particular player that's really upped his game? Or
I mean, just from the past few weeks, I have a very solid front, and throughout the week we'll continue to study them. But they're outside linebackers, they're defensive ends. I'm focusing on. They seem to play very hard, and very very good defensive linemen, very sound guys, and have a lot of good pass rush moves, and they play the well run. So let's continue to study them up and prepare up through the game.
I mean, obviously, the penalties aren't great, but in what ways have you seen the offensive line improve, particularly in the last 4 weeks compared to the first half of the season?
We just all continue to focus on our craft and continue to find ways to improve week in and week out. And we knew that we weren't playing up to our standards, so collectively we just wanted to do everything we can to get the job done. And there's still a lot of room for growth and improvements that need to be made. But all we can do is take it one day at a time, and like I said, continue to grow.
Do you feel like now that you all are playing a lot better, giving quarterbacks a lot more time than early on, you all have potential for more explosive plays?
That's not my role. I'm not the offensive coordinator. Ultimately, all our jobs is to block the protection that's called and play up through the whistle.
Taylor, as Cam gets kind of embedded here again and gets more comfortable with the offense, what areas do you think you guys can show the most improvement on as he has more time?
That's a hard question for me to answer. I focus on what I can do personally to get better and how I can help the offensive line get better. So, just little things in my own technique that I like to get better at, and ways I feel I can help some of the other guys up front. And I believe in the leaders, I believe in the coaches in the room, and let them control those aspects. So.
Are there things you see from him out on the practice field maybe that kind of shows that he's getting more comfortable, or things that he seems more confident in that?
When I'm out in practice, I'm so in tuned in what I have going on and focusing on working my own craft, and when I'm not in, watching the scouts and helping out their O-line, so it's hard for me to see that improvement, but I know Cam's a very hard worker, tremendous guy, great leader, and I'm happy to have him back there, being the general. So ultimately, I just want to be at my best so he can have the time he needs to be the best quarterback he can be.
What have you seen out of Brady Christensen and his development so far?
I love the direction he's going. I knew when he came in, I knew he'd be a sponge. I knew he'd be someone that just wants to find ways to get better, and he's a tremendously hard worker, never complains, never wants to take the easy way out. He's someone that like I said, loves to get better. So I was happy to see his performance this past Sunday, and I'm excited to see that growth and watch him continue to just improve week in and week out. And I just want to find any way I can to help with that growth.
Taylor, for you personally, what's it been like overcoming or enduring the changes in leadership this team has had, just from losing Sam and Matt with C's on their chests, and then of course Cam coming in and Asante stepping up this year? What's it been like watching this team's leaders?
I truly believe in the leaders that are playing right now. I believe in Christian, Cam. I understand that up front I have to step up and be my best as a leader I can be, and that's a role I'm continuing to grow in and try to get better at day in and day out. And on the defensive side of the ball, they have a tremendous leadership over there, and I love their energy they bring day in and day out to work, and week in and week out on Sunday. So, just I love what those guys bring to the table.
What does it look like you growing as a leader? What areas would you say you're working on specifically?
Just trying to lead the group collectively, not just help out the other tackle, but help out the other front four, help out anyone who might have to go in the game, help out the the scout team guys, because we're all in it together. Scout guys need to give the defensive line a good look. I got to do my part to help anyone who may come in the game if they're not starting be at their best and ready to play wherever they may need to play. And obviously the other starting 4 linemen help us all be just on the same page. And I feel Pat's done a great job stepping in at center and getting us all on the same page. So just like I said, continue to find ways to improve in that aspect.